I grew up in the suburbs, and coming into the city, it was just sort of like kaboom.
How many times do you think you went to the rat?
Oh, geez. At least once a week for probably 5 years. It was really and truly a second home.
Favorite bands?
Neighborhoods, The Past, Nervous Eaters, the early bands, Liars, DMZ when they first started out.
How about some of the shows you saw by bands that were from outside the area?
The best I ever saw was the Rosillos. They were awesome. They were hanging on the rafters. I stayed for their first set, and then I cut across town to the Channel to see the Cramps the same night. They were,
wow, that was a double bill. Oh man, what was it that made the Rat so special?
There didn't seem to be any rules. It was just anything went. It was just a place where you didn't have to do anything to fit in.
Are there other rat stories that come to mind, either about the people or the place, besides actual shows that you think of, memories that you have?
When I first started going, it was the early punk rock days. There were actually girls that went there in their little polyester shirts, and they like really threw Fruit Loops at the stage. I mean, it was the beginning of the punk rock days, and people were just playing into that whole thing. And then, like, as we became more sophisticated, they stopped.
Now, you were very much involved with this reunion together. What made you decide it was a good time for it?
We ran into a couple of people at a concert last fall, and just the vibes from back in those days. You know, it was just like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to get back there? And my friend Stephanie said, well, I don't want to go back there to live, but it'd be awfully fun to go back and visit. And that's what we'd like to do tonight.
Tell us a little bit about the bathrooms at the Rat. That's part of the legend of the place.
They were horrible. It was horrible. They had sometimes one had a door and the other one didn't. Sometimes neither one of them had a door, and you just had to submit, just not be modest, and just like go right. It was baptism by fire. It was just like if you wanted to go to the Rat, that was just what you had to accept.
It almost became part of the charm after a while. I think everyone just expected it, didn't they?
It was your initiation.